Somebody feels like it is time to take a risk, and the universe is ready to open doors for them and for you guys in this connection. Hi, my souls. My name is Soledad. You guys can call me Soul, and I am a tarot card reader, psychic, and twin flame guide. And this is your love reading of the day. So I did pull some cards here to get your person's energy and kind of what's going to happen between you guys. We're going to pull more love messages from your person, more about how they're feeling, what their intentions are, and what these actions are looking like. So the two cards you just saw were kind of just the overall energy for your person and what this reading is going to be about. But I did pull some archetype cards to talk more about your individual energies, so you'll know if this reading is for you if you are in this energy. So for the collective, I did pull out the Lovers card. You could be seeing swans as well, or you could be dreaming of swans or recently heard of a swan or something like that. So with the Lovers card here, it does remind me a lot of the Lovers in the tarot, which is the number 6, and that is ruled by Gemini. Where's my archetypes book? Here it is. So we're going to read a little bit about the Lovers, and your person came out as the Ring. We're going to get into it in just a moment because we got to talk about that energy, okay? That's some serious stuff right there. Something that's coming out for both of you is that you're both feeling the connectiveness of this connection. So whereas maybe one of you felt more connected than the other, it's kind of like the energies are kind of evening out. So if you felt like maybe you were giving more in the past, or your person felt like they didn't feel appreciated from you, now it's kind of the energies are leveling out and you're both kind of feeling connected, but it isn't as intense as it was in the past. So with the Lovers, it's the heart, the beloved, the devoted. So the Lovers card is also coming through as someone who is feeling a lot of gratitude for their life and a lot of gratitude for the things that they have overcome. So if you are somebody who's still stuck in resentment about your person and the way things played out between you guys, because I also feel like you guys are not talking, this is really a separation reading because I'm just getting an image of both of you sitting down meditating on like opposite ends of the universe. Like you're over here by this star system and they're over here by, like, you know, Neptune or whatever, like different sides, right? Which is really important right now. There's a purpose for that, and we're gonna pull a tarot card to see what the main purpose and lesson it is that you're meant to learn in this separation, because it does feel like this was planned. And I'm getting the word level up, so you may feel like you have been glowing up or leveling up when it comes to your physical appearance and to your career and money specifically, and also to relationships. Like when your person met you, you had a completely different outlook on relationships, and now it's kind of changed and evolved, and so has their perspective, and we'll get into their perspective in just a moment. Something about the Lovers that's really important is that when this card is in the light, right, we have light and dark energies here, is connection, expansion, and devotion. And your person is also like, there's a message about them being in awe with you. So I don't know if you've recently accomplished something, or maybe a goal or something that you have been working toward. I'm getting the word bulldozer, so you just kind of like bulldoze your way into the, like, why am I getting the word industry? Whatever industry you're in, whatever, right? Remember, collective reading, it's gonna be a little bit different for everybody. Whatever industry you're in, with the Lovers card, I'm sensing that you truthfully have really made a path for yourself. You've paved the way, right? Like you crawled so that you're, you know, the people coming after you can run. That kind of energy. Like you really just set yourself apart, and you may be getting public recognition, whether it's a vanity metric, like maybe you have a lot of followers, right? Or maybe you got voted into something. I'm sensing something to do with people being able to see the success. Even if you don't feel super successful, where you were a year from now is still really good. And I'm also sensing that you're kind of accelerated, where you thought you were going to be up here, but you kind of landed around here, and you're kind of like, why am I not up here yet? But it's okay. Spirit wants to let you know that you are on the path to getting up there and even further. It just is right now you're kind of winding down. There was a big wind up period for you, and now you're winding down, where maybe you felt your manifestations were pouring in and now they're kind of stopped. That's there for a reason. You're getting upgraded as well. I'm seeing that spiritually you may be feeling less connected to this person than they are with you, and that's a good thing. That's for a reason. I'm also getting the word divine counterparts. So whether you resonate with being a soulmate or a twin flame or any other type of soul connection, this is your reading, because I'm just getting a collective of different colors and different kinds of souls like coming together. All right, so your person's energy right now, they are the Ring, which is kind of interesting because we did just talk about divine counterparts, and in any divine counterpart, like lore, legend, whatever you believe in, we have divine feminine, divine masculine, and this is divine feminine energy, right? You're aligned with love, gratitude, I don't chase, I attract. This is kind of giving that energy, whereas the Ring is giving off a lot of divine masculine energy right now, where it's almost like I'm gonna set things, I'm gonna ground, like the physical twin kind of energy, right? Like practicality, logic, that kind of energy is coming through. I'm going to read a little bit about the ring because I did promise we're going to get into it. And then I kind of want to see, before I pull that tarot card for you, I do want to pull a Lover's Oracle really quickly to see what their message is and set the tone for the rest of the messages and the feelings and everything that we're going to go through. But I will pull that tarot card as well, like I promised earlier. Also, like, I kind of skimmed over this part, but tigers are super significant. Tigers represent courage and bravery, which is why this card, it's not a coincidence that the message is doing something risky and taking a chance. It's like finding the power within to finally make that leap. Like, you really thought you weren't going to make it on the other side, but you were. It's kind of like a little power up, like a little boost, right? If you ever played Super Mario's, you kind of know when Mario hits that one brick that has the little red mushroom, and he kind of gets super strong, or like has a more than average ability for a little bit of time. That's kind of what that is. It's like your person is being kind of like nudged and pushed and being given the tools. It's like what they do with those tools, because they're not going to be there forever, and they're starting to realize that this opportunity is not going to be, these doors are not going to be open forever, especially with this archway energy coming through. Yeah, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. The paths are opening up, but they're not going to be open forever, right? Like in Halloween Town, how Marnie had to go. I don't know why I'm bringing up all these kids things. So maybe you've been doing a lot of inner child healing, and your inner child is very happy to come through and help kind of put these things together for you. But especially on your person's side, I'm getting a lot of inner child healing for them. But anyways, with Marnie has to go to Halloween Town, but she has to catch this bus that leaves at midnight, and it's like very specific window of when she can come in and out of those two worlds. She can't just stay in the human world and visit the witchy world or Halloween Town whenever she wants. It has to be within a certain window, and your person is starting to realize that that window is closing and they need to take action. Wow, that was such a channel message. I feel like I just channeled all of that, and I just saw somebody just walking through this arch, but also being very cautious. Anyways, with the ring, we have the infinite, the wheel, the connection, and the wheels reminded me of the Wheel of Fortune, which is the 10th major arcana. Again, a lot of spiritual guidance, unexpected opportunities coming through. It's because sometimes you really want to do something, right? A specific goal. Like your person had a specific way that they thought their life was gonna go. And then here comes this connection, here comes you, and you're breaking all the norms. I feel like you really stepped out of something that you thought was gonna work for you too when you met this person, and now that you've kind of been going through this glow up and you've really been putting in the work, your person's like, whoa, they're just in awe with you and your success and the way that you're able to switch things up. I'm getting the word switch up. Like you switch things up for them. They really thought that if somebody was one way, then that's the way they were gonna be, right? They had a lot of stagnant energy in their life in that aspect. So the ring is the image of connectedness, rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements. So yeah, this is your person starting to realize that life is not linear, right? They're starting to realize that life does have its ups and its downs. There are different paths that you can choose to take. Some paths take you down the road that you did not expect, but it's going to be down the road of getting your desired goal, right? But some paths are just going to make you go backwards. You think you're going forward, you're going into this door only to realize that you're learning the same lessons over and over again, even if it's different people, if it's different situations, right? But like you can't truly run away from things because the same things are going to keep popping up. If you move to Texas from Florida and you still haven't learned your lessons, that doesn't mean that Texas is going to be any different. Like, yes, it's going to be a different state, a new experience, but if you still haven't learned your karmic lessons, for example, with dating, you're still going to end up attracting the same kinds of people out there than you did in Florida. Like, you're not running away from yourself, right? You're not running away from the lessons you need to learn. It doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. Okay, so this is about humility and sacred cycles. Yeah, your person's starting to really humble themselves. I don't know why. I thought that I don't know, your person is really giving this energy of them. I'm gonna pull an oracle card, by the way. Let's see what message they have for you. With the divinity card is coming through, and this came out for a twin flame reading I did on my channel. I'll link it in the description box if you feel connected. It just came out right now. It was at the top, and I shuffle these cards. I bless them and I shuffle them after each reading so that I can use them fresh energy before I start a reading. So there's no way the fact that that stayed on top and it got grabbed onto a different deck. I wasn't even trying to pull the divinity deck. Very interesting. Okay, so let's grab a message from your person, and then we will pull a tarot card for you like we talked about earlier. And then I also want to get deeper into like the feelings and intentions of things, so we're gonna pull it off. Hold up, I'm gonna shuffle over here. We got a card. Okay, perfect. I wish I could show you guys my desk, but I literally have a burn mark on my desk. My desk, I've had this for almost like 10 years. It's a whole thing. But anyways, I've never felt a connection this intense before. Honestly, it was love at first sight and the rest is history. Can you guys see that? There we go. Okay, so that's just confirming that connectedness energy that we have. I'm being called to pull a card from here. So that's what we're gonna do. What does the divine feminine, what does the collective need to know in this circumstance? Please tell me. We got 2 cards. Yeah, we're just confirming that expansion energy especially with the collective, and you're like decluttering. Yeah, you're moving forward from old patterns. You're finally expanding, and that's why you're being recognized. That's why you're seeing success in the things that you do. Expansion. Pursue bigger and greater endeavors. So we have the expansion card here, and then we have declutter, let go of old items, create a new sacred space for yourself. Yeah, energetically, if you've been feeling kind of like down, or you haven't been sleeping enough, or you just stay up too late and then you go to sleep, or you go to sleep too early. I don't know what I'm saying with that. If you've been feeling all like jumble mumble even in the way you speak and the actions, and you're not really sure where to go from here, try cleaning up your space, especially if it's been a little bit of a calling for you. Like, I have some boxes of things that I don't even use anymore, but I don't want to let them go because they mean things to me, people who have passed and people who I had in my life, and I don't have them anymore, but those items represent good things, even if the relationship went sour, or even if I had to grieve the loss of them. All that to say, you guys, is it's important to make room for new things in your life. You can't hold on to the past forever. There are certain sentimental things that yes, you can store and have and put away, but spirit is really calling you to cleanse your space and to at least organize and honor them. Like, I have some boxes that are stacked up. That's not me honoring those people or those memories, right? It would be more honoring them if I hung some stuff up on a frame maybe, or put it away in a special box and had access to it, because now I don't even have access to the things that I want to use and everything, because they're just stacked up there, right? It's intimidating and it looks like clutter. So anyways, that was just like a quick little example for you. All right, let me pull some tarot for you. Where are my tarot cards? Again, if you're a tarot card reader, let me know if that happens. Yeah, I'm gonna do da 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 da, and then the message evolves and you're like, wait, what was I gonna pull for? What was that? Gosh, this keeps happening where I'm grabbing a specific deck and cards from a different deck come through. We have the 2 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. So this energy is about, again, just being connected. It's about new relationships starting. The 3 of Wands is about a planning stage. So even if you're feeling a little bit stagnant or low energy, your energy's been weird, that's part of the plan right now, okay? It's normal. You're doing great. This is why it's important to take care of yourself right now, to not put too much pressure on yourself. There will be a time where things will ramp up again and you'll have a lot going on, right? So enjoy kind of this eclipse energy if you're watching this during the eclipse. If not, it's fine. It's a timeless reading. So it could be whenever in your life you're feeling this way, right? Just because things happen collectively doesn't mean that we aren't going through our own individual paths and experiencing things as individuals. Wow, that was kind of powerful there. So I'm going to take that as your little tarot message from the universe. New relationships are coming into place with the 2 of Cups, but the 3 of Wands is saying that it's kind of like things are being planned out for you. It's not everybody's for you. The 3 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, sorry, is also about expansion. Expansion has been a big thing for you. Like, if you thought you were expanding before, oh honey, wait, because you are about to really see some serious change and shifts in your love life and just in general, your relationships, the people who are around you. And remember, the people and the places and things around us is like what kind of creates our reality as well, and kind of helps morph us into being better. You're constantly learning lessons from other people. I do want to pull your person's intentions here, and then we'll get some feelings cards. What are their intentions? Spirit, what is the divine truth here? I know this has kind of been more of a you reading, but I feel like you needed it. It's not always about them. It's not always about love. Sometimes it's what you do in between that really attracts the love. And I feel like whoever I'm reading for right now, detachment, you and your detachment surrendering. Oh, we got some cards here. Oh, we got 2 cards here, and then this one wanted to pop out, like you see how it's popping out. So I'm gonna grab it. And then one fell out. So, un momento. One day I will do a Spanish reading. You guys think I'm playing? Some of you may feel like your wishes haven't been granted, and you may feel a little bit frustrated that you haven't been heard. Or maybe like you're really good at staying in gratitude, but then right before you go to bed, you're like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to be sleeping next to my partner? Wouldn't it be nice if I was, a little bit thinner, or whatever your goal is? Wouldn't it be nice if I checked my bank account right now and I had a little more money? Just know that your wish is being granted. That came through for you, and these other 2 cards are coming through for your person heavily. I also feel like another meeting coming through, another meaning coming through. Maybe a meeting is coming through for some of you guys. Let's pull a card for that. Hold up, before I explain that. We're not going to leave that there. What is there a meeting coming for the collective and their person? Is there a meeting, a face-to-face coming through, spirit? They're meeting, they're face to face. We got a card. Queen of Cups. Some of you may already know that this is, some of you may have been picking up that there is going to be another chapter opening up for you and your person, because the Queen of Cups is a highly psychic card. I'm also getting a lot of water and earth. I mean, not water, maybe some earth signs, but water and wands is coming through a lot in the cards right now. And wands are fire, cups is water. Your person feels like they weren't able to come through for you. Like there was a wish that wanted to be granted. Every time I'm in your person's energy though, I'm not even gonna front, lately it's been that throat chakra. Because if I do regular readings or if I'm in your energy, I can speak more eloquently. When I'm connecting with your person's energy, it's like they don't even know what to say. They're stumbling on their words. They feel like they're gonna mess up. They feel like no matter what they say, or they feel like they're gonna mess things up with their words. A lot of throat chakra energy. You may want to do throat chakra healing, meditations, subliminals, things like that to help your person, because you are connected. So whatever you're healing, they can feel that healing energetically as well, even if you are worlds apart right now. So they definitely feel like there is a purpose with your connection, and that there was a wish in the past that they could not grant for this connection. But currently they are being guided. Their spirit guides are helping them right now. My spirit guides are helping assist in this divine connection, and they're receiving new insight. Just as you are expanding physically, right? They're expanding in their conscious and in their awareness. Oh my god, that was a burp. Yeah, burps are for confirmation, right? I heard other tarot cards readers say that, so I'm just gonna go with that. So we have the moonlight. The moon represents your emotions. Moonlight is in the reflection of your love. Yeah, it's crazy because the sun is represented by divine masculine and the moon is divine feminine energy. So your person is confronting their unhealed divine feminine energy, whereas for you, I'm sensing that you're confronting your unhealed divine masculine energy, your sun energy. That's why things are happening for you outwardly, right? Even your person can see it, that you're being recognized, that you're expanding. Physically, you're getting these symptoms of tiredness or not sleeping enough or feeling like you need to declutter your own space, right? A lot of physical things, whereas your person is going inward. They're in the emotional space. They are confronting their shadow. So isn't that crazy how the role is kind of reversed? It's part of the energetic pull. Soulmates, divine counterparts, twin flames, they do this push and pull, this dance. It plays out differently, right? Twin flame path is completely like, it's a whole thing. Like it's a very distinct path, whereas soulmates, divine counterparts, it's very individualized. What I'm trying to say is that yes, every path is individual, but when you are in a twin flame connection, there's a specific cycles that twin flames go through. That's how you know if you're in a twin flame connection, whereas soulmates and divine counterparts have a little more leeway in how they meet and like what cycles they go through, and it's a little more individualized. I do have a twin flame book coming out, so if you are interested at all, that will be linked in my bio or in my description box. Sorry, I'm getting used to doing YouTube readings. Okay, let's get some more messages from your person. I do kind of want to see what is coming to the surface for them. I don't know if you guys heard that. It was a car speeding by. So what is coming to the surface for your person right now? What is coming to the surface for your person? And then we'll go deeper on their next actions. We kind of skimmed over the feelings in cards, but it did kind of come through though. I'm not gonna lie. I think they are feeling the separation. I think it's coming through as them feeling more connected, more intense, like the roles kind of reversed. Whereas in the past, it was like the collective feeling so intense and obsessive and all these things. You guys are kind of moving on. You're kind of expanding. You're not really caring if they do or don't come in. Like, you still care, but you don't care as much as you used to. And your person is like, no, why am I feeling this way right now? They're definitely getting some type of heart chakra awakening or something like that. We got some cards here. Why? See, the twin flame card came out. Weren't we just talking about twin flames and divine counterparts? So this is, again, additional confirmation. Like I said earlier, this is a twin flame for some of you. And not all of you, but for some of you, this is going to be a twin flame. They know this is a once-in-a-lifetime type of love. You feel like home. You are the one. A bunch of other cards came out, but they came down face, like they came like this. Whereas this one was flipped over, like you could see what the card was. So I am assuming that this is something that you can't see. So that's perfect. What is being hidden in regards to your person, how they feel and their energy? I have another card here. Hold on. Yeah, there's definitely secrets. Isn't that funny? I literally was just talking about things being hidden and the secrets card comes out. So yes, there's definitely secrets that your person has been keeping. They're complicated. They've been hiding things. Something that you may not see is how much this person daydreams about you. Sunflowers are coming through, so they definitely see you as a ray of sun. They see you as happiness. They see you as soul-fulfilling energy. Again, you just feel like home to this person. This is just confirmation. We literally talked about this. Distorted. Like your person has had a different view of, or was it you? This is kind of like mutual energy. We did talk about this earlier, how one or both of you were just having this way of seeing relationships that is different now. Your person also just, they had a very distorted way of seeing relationships that is changing because of your energy. Even if they don't admit it to you, you were a big help in that. Because your energy feels very new, very fresh, very different in a good way. My views on relationships are distorted from past experiences. Yeah, this person had a lot of lessons to learn. What was I talking about? The runner can't keep running forever. They're gonna keep getting the same lessons. They're gonna keep getting hit hard until they learn their lessons. Nourishment. You feed my mind and you nourish my soul. Your energy helps keep me going. If you guys are not in contact, if you stepped away or if they walked away, they are severely feeling that hole in their life. It's almost like even before they worry about anything else, if they wake up and they have a family, a dog, whatever, a career, the first thing they think about is you. Your energy almost like it's almost like a shot of coffee in the morning for them. It's like this energizing, feel good, like coffee without the anxiety. They're very thankful to have met you and like for you to be in their life and the way that things ended out. Again, they're just expanding their awareness and their consciousness, and that includes your connection, right? And they're kind of angry right now at you. Why are they angry at you? You push my buttons on purpose. I'm upset that you have control over me. Why are they angry at you? Let's grab a message card. Let's do some messages cards here. And if you are enjoying this, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to put out a few different videos every week. Love messages and then just general like angel messages. And I also talk a lot about twin flames and soulmates and things like that, relationships. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, if this is resonating for you so far. Your person is saying, will you find it in your heart to forgive me after all this time? I'm afraid you will not give me a second chance. Okay, so they're kind of, if they've tried to come through in very little ways, okay, this may be very specific for some of you, but it's not the same situation. So this situation I'm about to describe is very specific. It could resonate with someone specifically that is watching this video, but it's just a metaphor for the rest who haven't experienced this very specific metaphor that's coming through, or very specific situation I'm about to describe. It's almost like if, let's say your person walked away, one or two of you ran, right? And all of a sudden they send you a message and it's like them responding to something, like a story or liking a photo or leaving you like a random heart comment or something like that. Such a minimal response after not talking to you or after hurting you and running away, right? And you're just kind of like, eh. Like if you do respond, it's like the same energy. You're not, I feel like your person was used to you really catering to them and building them up and being the ones to carry the conversation, just being really enthusiastic and happy to be around them. And maybe you still feel that way, but you're just kind of so busy, you're moving on to different things, where before you would reply almost instantly, now you're like, I'm working, I'll reply at the end of my shift, or maybe tomorrow if I'm too tired, you know, to reply after work. Or if you don't, you just don't ask questions anymore. You're just like, oh, how are you doing? I'm great. Good. I'm glad you're great. And that's it. You know, you don't really like, oh, where have you been and all these things. So that's kind of the energy. It's almost like you're taking back your power. You're standing in your power and you're like, hey, you hurt me. And you think that just this text message is going to fix things. No, you're going to have to come on. Like they're not putting in the effort that they know you deserve. And they're not even trying to take that accountability. And you're just here like, oh, well, that's not really my problem. If you don't want to put in the effort, why the hell am I going to put in any effort? Anyways, that's kind of the energy, and that's why they're angry with you, because they feel like they kind of have lost the control or power, the grip that they had on you before. And that makes them go inside their head and they think, do they just not like me anymore? Like you're making them insecure, but you're not doing it on purpose. You're not being mean to them. They're just angry because they feel like they don't have that same pull that they used to have on your energy. But it's because of their own actions, right? Will you find it in your heart to forgive me after this time? Okay, no, we already read that. Sorry, guys. We already read that. That's coming through. We are meant to be a power couple and show others how love can truly conquer all. Yeah, they're trying to come through. They're kind of angry with themselves that they haven't had these realizations in the past, or maybe they treated you like they were going to let obstacles stand in the way of your connection. For us to be together, it would require me to leave everything I've worked for behind, and I'm not ready to lose what I have built. Yeah. They're kind of going back and forth. I'm going to pull one more card to see what their next actions are towards you in the near future. Let's just see what this energy is, because I do see part of them being like, I'm ready, I want this, and a little part of them being like, oh, is it going to be worth it? I don't know if they even like me. Qué complicados. How complicated. All right, let's see. Got a few cards here. Birds could be significant as well. You may be seeing more birds around you, birds just flocking towards you. Bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. So your person is setting things in motion, and it looks like there's something that they're waiting for, some type of message, some type of news on something. I'm getting the word legal document, so maybe they are going through some type of court proceeding. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Yeah, they're letting go of something or someone that wasn't working. Feathers coming through. Could be a divorce for some of you. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Yeah, your person is really, I'm getting moving at a snail's pace, but I'm also sensing, I'm gonna get one more message just for you. I just want to see what your guidance is, because this stubborn energy, it has to do with the stagnant energy and the people around them too, right? We talked about this earlier, how the people around you affect like who you are and what you're able to manifest in your reality. So it's really important to clear that out. It's like your person is waiting on news for something. Deception, false illusions, scarcity, mentally falling into bad habits. They're breaking out of bad habits, but they're not perfect, you guys. It's not easy. And if you've ever, you know, let go of negative thinking, like the other day, I had a bout of negative thinking. Like I'm really gracious, and like I do a lot for my family. I know I'm such a Taurus. I'm like, oh my god, my family, I'm so self-sacrificing, whatever. But sometimes when a lot of responsibility is put on me and I'm expected, or not that I'm expected to, but I'm like, oh, I wish someone would help me, instead of saying, oh, I wish you could help me with this, or let's do this together, I reply sarcastically, like, sure, I'll be the one to do it. You know, some stuff like that. And I realized that that attitude is actually what damages me and puts me on a path to feeling negative. Like the other day too, my brother was like interrupting me, not because he was doing it on purpose or to be rude, he was just interrupting me. And instead of me like to add on to the conversation or to laugh about something he just thought of, and instead of me being gracious and letting him finish his thought and then right being what I wished he was for me in that moment, seeing that reflected back to me, I interrupted him and kind of scolded him and was like, you're interrupting me, I'm gonna go now. Like I didn't even finish the thought, and then I felt really awful afterwards, so I brought him some snacks. And then I realized that those negative interactions I had with people, my family, and all those things, like I could have completely switched that over. And I hadn't felt that negative in a while. And I was like, oh man, these little things really do affect. And like what you think and how you react really affect you. So it's not about being gracious. It's not about letting go for them. It's really for you. You're holding on to things that are hurting you. Like I just hadn't felt that negativity in a while. So that's what your person is struggling with, especially when they're around people who are unwilling to change too. You're moving away from false solutions, from scarcity, and from bad habits, but your person is kind of still a few steps behind you in that aspect, where it's easier for them to fall into that, because I feel like you've done a better job at clearing out your environment, your thoughts, your energy, whereas your person is still kind of working through that dense energy, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means that in this moment, it may be a little bit hard or difficult for them. But don't you worry. I do readings every week, so, you know, you can subscribe, you can come back, and we can see how the energy changes, because energy does change. You're not going to be stuck in this forever. Just wanted to let you know. And your person is very stubborn. So when they're stubborn on something bad, that means that when they are moving away from it, they're going to be really stubborn at moving away from it as well. So it's a give and take. It's a push and pull kind of energy. All right, one more message here. I'm so sorry for this being so long. Awakening, a realization, shift, or discovery. So you're about to go through a big awakening, a big shift and realization about so many things. There's just something coming that's gonna trigger a big shift in you. Anyways, those are the messages I have for you. This message has been angel approved, and for those of you that love to see Booba, let's go see where he's at. Booba, who's that? Who's that snoring in my backgrounds? Bubbies. Hey. What's this message, Booba? Angel approved.